Hello and welcome back to our video tutorials. I'm Anna-Marie and today I'm going to be showing you, a brand new die. This die is called Frayed Christmas Tree and I hope some of you watched our launch on Create and Craft TV the other week, and I hope you obviously, if you purchased our Christmas tree, I hope you love using it. So I thought I will also do another tutorial for anyone who hasn't seen a die or a show on TV, and basically, hopefully, you will like what I've got for you today. So let me show you what you will be seeing me using in this tutorial. Number one. So, Frayed Christmas Tree. This is what it looks like, but it's going to look a little bit different, when I actually, by the time I'm done with it, let's put it this way. Now, I will be using our Poinsettia die, also our Holly Wreath die, holly leaves die, and the twigs, actually, I won't be using on this tutorial, but this is a new addition to our die collection, just so you know. So, a few other things. Now, crushed ice crystals, old white ceramic effect, a little bit of modeling paste, also an antiquing cream titanium white. Now, when it comes to embellishments, I will be using gypsophilia, a little bit of natural fibre, and an assortment of berries. When it comes to cardstock, I will be using powder blue or baby blue glitz two-sided pearl card. This card is fabulous for die cutting. It's 250 gram, two-sided, as I said, so it's fabulous for any kind of three-dimensional die cutting. I will also be using glitz collection in white, for my wreath. I've also used holly leaves in parchment, so I've already pre-cut them. I'm also using one of the messages from a mound board Christmas messages collection. I'm also using the 8x8 card blank, 330 GSM quality. Also a little bit more for the layering of the card. That's the powder blue, baby blue glitz collection. White, pure craft card, and a little bit of a corrugated card. So that's it. So now you know what I will be using, and now onto the tree, our Frayed Christmas tree. So I gave myself 4 layers, and you can actually use 3, 2, 1, depending on obviously design you're actually creating. So right at the opening of a video, I think hopefully you've seen the whole display, whole galore of my samples, so you can see different variations and variety of the different sort of takes on the tree. Now, we will be showing you the same clip at the end as well, just in case you will be skipping anything. And now onto the actual tree. So you pre-cut them, of course, and choose number of layers. In my case, I'm going to use 4. Now, as you can see, the reason why we call them frayed, because obviously the tree's got loads of different lines to it. Yes, you can leave it flat, and for my back layer, I'm actually going to have the one that is more of a flat sort of texture or dimension rather. But when it comes out from your actual die, you need a bone folder or something to stretch and curve your, tree, basically. So you can actually curl it as much as you like, take your time, and basically you can, as I said, leave it sort of plainish on, or straight rather, or curled. Now, because sometimes when you die cut this tree, you've got like a tight lines here. Sometimes you may have to separate them. Sometimes you don't. But if they are tight together, just separate them. And that's it. So I've got 4 of these. And the next stage I will be doing is actually assembling them. So this is my back bit. And you're going to see me applying a glue to the spine here. okay, on all the layers. And you're also going to see me applying a little bit of glue to my poinsettias and applying the crushed ice crystals for the sparkle. Now, my holly wreath is already done. I will also be applying a little bit of a modelling paste to my corrugated card and applying the crushed ice as well. Okay, so I will be back in a second. Right, so my next stage would be to actually put everything together. So this is the 8x8 square card. Obviously my tree takes a little bit room. Obviously it's to do with planning now. So you just need to just layer everything on your card and see how you want to place it so everything fits in. On this occasion, actually, I'm going to use our holly wreath. Okay, so just below my poinsettia and on top of my tree, I'm going to have a little bit of a holly leaf. So I think my tree is fine here. However, I'm going to move it slightly to this side. Okay, and when you're doing that kind of planning, what you can actually give yourself is just a little line here and here to know where to position your tree once obviously the glue is at the back. So for speed, I'm going to use the hot glue gun. Okay, and I'm just going to apply a little bit here. And now onto my line. Okay, there you go. I'm going to add other bits to my tree, like a little bit more modelling paste and the crushed ice, but that would be at the end. Okay, so back to my holly wreath, my holly leaf. I'm going to sit, I want my holly wreath to sit just there. So I am going to apply just a little blob of glue here. Okay. And just a little blob here. you don't need that many blobs of glue, really. You know that the poinsettia will also hold your holly wreath in place. So 3 is absolutely fine. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of my fibre. Okay, spread nicely, just like so. Okay, that would be fine as well. Remember that the natural fibre can be trimmed at the end as well. And now we're going to add the poinsettia. Right, so I'm just going to add here. Right, my small one's going to come here. So now we're just going to go for the middle. And I hope you can see that what I'm doing with my poinsettia is actually creating a tree, which is obviously shaped like a tree as well. Right, so there you go. There you go. Right. Gosh, I absolutely love this powder blue. Love it. So the fibre can be trimmed, like I said, but I'm going to leave them like still spiky, so to speak. Now I'm going to go for the dried gypsophilia, and for that purpose I'm going to use the gel glue. So I'm separating all these bits. Hopefully this will be sufficient. And my glue here. Right, so in the places where I've just placed my gypsophilia, what I will do now is add my parchment holly leaves, but I am going to separate them from the stem. Right, okay, so I'm done with my holly leaves, and now what I will do, I will stick my berries onto my Christmas tree, my message, joy to the world, and I've just realized the one thing I did forget is to stick my border, okay? So I am going to stick it on here. This border originally was going to go at the bottom, but we're going to have it to the side, and this is going to look slightly differently again. Right, so you just saw me injecting a little bit of colour into my ice, natural ice card project. You can see the berries, which are obviously are stippled with the white ceramic effect. And as a final thing, I'm going to show you, okay, how to use the Anti-King cream, titanium white, for like splashes and splodges, okay? I've also showed you this on my one of my previous video tutorials, but if you haven't seen them, I'll show you once again. So I've got a pair of tweezers, and of course I've got the liquid with me as well. It's really, really easy to do. Now you will also require a brush, okay? Could be small, could be large, whatever it's convenient for you. Now, because I have a very delicate colors here, the splashes will not be like really bold, but they will definitely pop, and they will definitely add really nice sort of effect to it. So I just do it over my tweezers, as I said, and I hope you can see it on mainly on a pure craft card, but you can do that onto your holly wreath, anything, and it's super easy to do. Super, super easy to do. Okay. There you go. Right, just a little bit at the bottom, so everything is nice and matching. Right. So I think I'm done. All I am going to do is actually dry my larger blobs. So when I show them to you, they're not going to be runny. Okay. And I am done. Hopefully this video will show you how easy it is to put my Frayed Christmas tree together, and also how effective it is. This is obviously 4 layers, everything to the side with a poinsettia and other bits and pieces. But hopefully you can get crafting with your own Frayed Christmas tree, or you already are crafting with that. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my video tutorial, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.